Welcome back to another episode of ECONOMINDS, the podcast where we dive deep into the most pressing issues of shaping our world today. We're your hosts, I'm Dino,
And I'm Victoria Corey.
and today we have an intriguing topic to discuss. We'll be exploring an article published by The Economist on the 11th of February 2023 titled China's Balloons, Spy in the Sky. The article sheds light on China's advancements in surveillance technology and potential implications. Joining us today is our resident expert on international affairs, Jemima Caleb, and economist Gewa Damena. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here. Thank you for having me, Dylan and Victoria.
Let's dive right in. Let's start by summarizing the key points of the article. What does it reveal about China's balloon surveillance system?
So the article highlights the development of a sophisticated balloon-based surveillance system called Skynet. So these balloons are filled with helium and have high-resolution cameras attached to them and other sensors, which allows them to monitor vast areas of land from a high altitude. So these balloons are tethered to the ground and can stay off the ground for a long period of time, providing persistent surveillance capabilities.
That sounds quite impressive.
So, Gewa, how does this technology compare to existing surveillance systems?
One notable aspect is that these balloons offer a cost-effective alternative compared to traditional aerial surveillance methods such as satellites or drones. They can cover large areas with a fraction of the cost, making them attractive for countries with limited resources. Additionally, their ability to remain airborne for extended periods allows for continuous monitoring without the need for constant refueling or maintenance.
That's fascinating.
It really is. So, Jemima, given your expertise on this topic, what are some potential applications of this technology?
So the article suggests that China is primarily deploying these balloons for border security purposes, given the ability to monitor vast areas of land from high altitude. They can detect illegal border crossings, smuggling activities, and potential threats from neighboring countries. However, there are concerns that this technology could be used for surveillance purposes, which is infringing on privacy rights and potentially impacting civilians.
It's a valid concern. Are there any specific examples mentioned in the article where these balloons have been deployed?
Yes, they are. So the article mentions that China has already deployed these balloons along its borders with North Korea. This deployment aims to enhance border security and prevent illegal activities such as smuggling or unauthorized crossings, as I had mentioned earlier. However, it does not provide extensive details on specific locations or deployment sequence.
I see. So now let's discuss the potential implications of this technology. What are some of the concerns that have been raised in the article?
One major concern is the potential for abuse of surveillance powers. The ability to monitor large areas continuously raises questions about privacy and civil liberties. Critics argue that such technology could be used to suppress dissent or track political opponents or even target minority groups. Furthermore, there are concerns about the lack of transparency surrounding these surveillance systems and how data collected by them is being used and stored.
Those are indeed significant concerns. So has there been any international response to China's balloon surveillance system?
I've read most of the articles. You briefly mentioned some neighboring countries have expressed unease about China's expanded surveillance capabilities. However, it does not provide any specific detail on any formal diplomatic or political responses.
Yeah, and it is worth noting that this surveillance technologies are not new to China, and many countries around the world also equip similar systems for various reasons.
Exactly.
So thank you for shedding light on this topic, Jemima and Gewa. Before we wrap up, do you have any final thoughts?
Yes, absolutely. So As an expert on international affairs, I would say it is crucial to strike a balance between security needs and individual rights, protecting individual rights when deploying such advanced technology like the China's balloon-based surveillance system. So transparency, accountability, and the rigors of legal framework are essentials in ensuring that these technologies are used responsibly and do not infringe upon privacy or civil liberties.
Well said, Jamila. Thank you for joining us today and sharing your insight on this thought-provoking article. And thank you, listeners, for tuning in to another episode of ECONOMINDS. We'll be back soon with more engaging discussions on this issue, shaping our world. Until then,
Stay curious,
stay informed.